Coach, a little bit of a skid feels great. I'm sure to have this win back. What was kind of the key starting out? You had a bit of a run there going in the first quarter, and then it kind of struggled there as that infamous third quarter popped up. I'm going to ask you. I'm not sure you know exactly, but the third quarter, what is it about that time of the game that makes you guys kind of struggle a little bit?
Well, when you're not used to have chemistry, okay, you got to think our kids. None of them have played consistently together ever. We go to East Carolina, it's senior night there, and 4 seniors and people who played 4 years together. We put a team together pretty quickly. And I think in the third quarter, when fatigue kicks in, execution and experience, it kicks in on us. And it's only going to get better with time. That's what we are doing as a staff, to evaluate as much as we can to get our players more prepared. The third quarter is definitely an Achilles for us.
Yeah, and of course, going right to it, you have the stats in front of you. I don't, but I'm going to guess free throws were a concern tonight.
Free throws is a big concern. You make your free throws, it's not a game. It's not a game. So we've talked to them about, focusing on the free throws. I thought Sierra, who's a freshman, who I think has, in the last 5, 6, 7 games, actually since our first Temple game, she's been the consistent point guard who's carried us, okay? And her free throws there in the end, she made 4. That was crucial. But collectively, we didn't do a good job. So tomorrow in practice, that's definitely going to be a point of emphasis for us.
Right, yeah. You guys had 7 points in the third quarter, and a lot of that, the reason for that was the free throws, like you mentioned there, too. And then in the fourth quarter, you mentioned Sierra. How big were those free throws that she hit at the end there?
They were crucial. And I talked to Sierra about that. Listen, people are playing off you. People are intentionally following you. You have to show them that you have an offensive presence. And she took the coaching and stepped up and did it. And I like that about her. And she's been in the gym working on it. So those were big shots.
Well, and you mentioned that too. She's definitely one of those don't let your size or her size fool you kind of players. Yeah. Easy to say there too. But talk about moving lineups and things like that. A lot of injuries for this group. Ashton Verholtz comes back early February after missing months. Big presence tonight. Talk about her getting back in the groove here.
Ashley gives us another offensive presence. And you think about the game she's been back, we've been right in there in every game. She had 8 points last game against Sierra in the first half. Against East Carolina in the first half. And 8 points in the first half. And so people have to respect her when she comes in, which opens up our bigs, which gives Destiny and Nay more freedom, because she's another threat along with Rachel. And so I'm very proud of Ashton. And she comes with a great attitude, and we just get it done.
So you brought up Rachel there. It means I got to go back to that. This is that versatility point, this positionless basketball concept. But I would be remiss also, considering Temple's situation, they were down to 5 active players, and here comes Nay, throughout the game, making her presence known. How big was she, obviously scoring a lot of points, but how big was she in kind of winning the battle of attrition to get Temple down to the end of the game there?
Yeah, she was real big. We went to her intentionally there at the end, realizing they were in foul trouble. So, we went right, and they answered some of her offensive rebounds and then just going to her. And she did a great job of scoring and being that post presence. Now, that's what we need. That's the name we need, and I'm super proud of her.
Yeah, for the description being Charles Barkley, I was a little surprised she didn't pick up her first foul till the third quarter. So there's some discipline there too, right?
There is. Getting that chemistry with she and Destiny, we feel like we told Taylor and Bree, they're our tone setters. And then we bring in, Nay and Destiny, who are more offensive threats. And they're doing it. So I'm proud of Nay. I'm proud of her rebounding. I'm proud of her being able to finish there at the end when we went to her. And we challenged our post. One of our team keys to win was at least 20 points, 20 rebounds with our post. And they answered. And every time out, they were asking, okay, where are we? And we got them there. And so I'm super proud of them.
Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask, in the middle of the third quarter, there was a hard foul by Temple, and temper started to flare, and I saw you run onto the floor and, calm your players down, and they were able to keep their composure and not get ejected from the game. How often do you guys harp on team discipline and making sure you guys don't make mistakes that'll cost you?
Yeah, I mean, thank you for saying that. We did. We told our players, listen, our goal is to win the game. We can't get in a battle. We can't get in a battle. Now, we got to come out and play and protect our house, but we're not going to get into, the tough fouls and different things like that, okay? We got to get into focusing on us. So I was intentional in grabbing Destiny and saying, listen, we need you in the game. Calm down. And she did. She played with 4 fouls, which is good for us because, Destiny is struggling in foul trouble. So get her to playing with 4, I thought was key. Her rebounds in the end was really good for us. Really good for us.
Yeah, and great point with Destiny too, but you were mentioning the 20 rebound goal. I'd be remiss if I didn't give you a chance to put some shine on Taylor Gibson getting half of that 20. She had 10 rebounds at least, I think, during the night. What was the key for her success tonight?
You know what? Taylor's played really well for us. I mean, she did well against East Carolina. And Taylor just, she went out and she was aggressive. And also with her rebound of her 10, 5 were offensive rebounds. So I'm super proud of Taylor and what she did. And so, again, she's a tone setter. She's played before, as a transfer. She has experience. Where Bree, who's a freshman, doesn't. And so we're telling Tay, you got to take her under your wings and you got to make sure that you get Bree going. And I'm proud of Tay. I really am.
Last one from me. This game puts you guys at 500. How much is getting that winning record mark a kind of a, I don't want to call it a carrot, but how much of a motivation is it for you guys to finish out the season, making sure you're on the better side of the record there?
You know what? That's important. As a coach, you want a winning record. But I also have to understand it's a process and that it's about our players getting better and me starting a foundation. And it really is. I mean, we only had 4 players when we got here. So it's starting a foundation, and we got to get UCF to the level of competing in the Big 12, okay? And to the level of the respect that I'm used to as a coach, and also these players are too. And so, yes, that's absolutely important that we finish with a winning record.
Great. Thank you, Coach, for all the compliments you've given me for my tie. I have to compliment your suit for Breast Cancer Awareness Night.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.